I'm so mad. I am so mad. And there's three things in my life that make me so angry right now. One is people making stupid decisions. Two is the immigration system for every country in the world. Just the immigration system on earth right now is so shattered and just in a diabolical state. But number one, the thing that takes the top spot is National Health Insurance Fund. Now, what is this? National Health Insurance Fund, NHIF in short, is a Kenyan medical insurance cover that operates off of people paying taxes or tax deductions. Sorry, tax like they cut off people's taxes. And so then they create a cover for all public or private workers. As long as you work in Kenya and there's a certain wage limit, you get taxed for NHIF, and it's mandatory for everyone. And so recently, the government, of course, like every other government, upped the NHIF. So now it's supposed to be called SHIF. The only problem is it doesn't do its job. It doesn't do its job. Today, right? Today, there was a kid that was sick. And I was like, you know what? I have NHIF. This little kid was coughing, and there's a hospital very close by my house. And I was like, you know what? I think this is a great opportunity to just go and, get free healthcare because it's cut off my taxes. And so, of course, went with this kid, went to the doctor, and I'm thinking, oh man, this country is amazing. All the taxes that they've been getting, they're actually putting to good use. And so then, to my horror, to my big surprise, I should have even known this going in. The lady at the front desk asks me, hey, do you have an NHIF number? And I go, yes, I do. Here it is. So I give her the NHIF number. And then she goes, do you have any hospital registered? Now, I've only ever used it once, and I didn't use it in this city. I used it in Kisumu. So at first, I did not know that you have to register this NHIF thing to one hospital, which is crazy. If you pay taxes to use health cover, you should be able to use it at every NHIF like accredited hospital. That's all I thought. Anyway, so she goes, oh, I can see on the system that you're not registered to this hospital, so it's going to take a while for me to transfer you to this hospital. I'm like, okay, cool. So anyway, so I sit there and she does all that, takes me off the other hospital and transfers me to this one. And all this time I'm thinking, this is amazing. Like we can use NHIF. Like this is great. Like if I'm sick, I don't have to worry about it. I have the government cover because it's cut off my taxes. So let me just go and use it, right? Anyway, she calls me over and she goes, so, what's the last time you used NHIF? And I was like, one time I was doing outpatient in Kisumu and I just used it to like buy like when you go to Kenyan hospitals, you get like a book, like a pamphlet book. And it was like 50 shillings. So it wasn't a lot. And I was like, I'm going to use that. Anyway, so she asks me, here's the question she asked me. She was like, what service do you need? And I was like, I just need the doctor to check this kid's cough. That's all I need. And she goes, is this kid a family member? And of course, I knew if I said no, they would immediately say no because NHIF cover is for family members. And I'm like, yes, he is. She goes, okay, who is he to you? And I was like, you know what, my brother. And then she's like, okay, great. What's their name? I gave her the name. And then she goes, so before we treat you, we just need to make sure, are you a civil servant? Right? Are you a civil servant? And I go, no, I'm not. And they go, we only treat civil servants who use NHIF. If you have NHIF, you have to be a civil servant. I'm telling you, if my dreads were back, I would have cut them off. Not because they were not great, they were really cool, actually. No, because we don't have a choice whether our tax is cut off or not. And every month, you're just waiting to hear from your finance department that they've upped the price. That's all you could like. There's no day I've ever had that. Oh yeah, the government has been lenient and they've reduced the price of this. No. They doubled. They doubled the price I don't know, last week or last year. Um, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, what is going on? Doubling the price. And they don't have mercy. They will cut it off your payment. But when it comes to delivering the service, I'm being told that only civil servants can use NHIF. That's just wild. And I asked her, like, really? Like, I mean, it's kind of my tax. And she goes, well, only civil servants. And that's when you start feeling like you're just useless. Like, there's nothing you can literally do. Like, what could I have done, you know? And so, anyway, I was so angry. So I had to pay out of my own pocket. And um, I'm sitting there, and the doctor, doctors are great at this. They will find a way for you to pay more. I was talking to my girlfriend about this the other day. Like, you will go to a doctor and they will find something that is not even related to the problem you're having, and they will suggest like some kind of condition, or like some kind of treatment for it. And this is one of them. I was like, he's coughing, and then they're like, oh, doctor's appointment. For you to see the consultation fee, 500 shillings. I'm like, okay, great. Um, to see the pharmacist, or like for you to do the pharmacy thing, here's a different set of medicines that he needs, and here's the price. I'm like, okay, great. Then they go, you also have to pay some kind of like service fee because it's like a private hospital or something. And I go, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And like, it really, really like rang true with what they're saying about like the medical cover being one of the hardest thing people deal with. And I really agree. I really believe that. Like, what, like, for somebody who is going from paycheck to paycheck, you're just praying that you never get sick, because if you do and you don't have like proper insurance, and you're only using like the medical government cover that they cut off your taxes, then you're in trouble. So yeah, I just thought that was insane. And I left there thinking, if only there was a way. And I would never do this because it's a crime to not pay taxes. But if only there was a way, they could have like a button there that you could say, I'm using external insurance, so you don't have to charge me, and you click yes. Every single human being will click yes because no one actually wants to use that. It's a really terrible service. It's just a way to collect money. But anyway, that's all. I just felt like, I don't know. It was so terrible. It was bad. So now I'm fully aware that I'm paying money for medical cover that I'll never have because I'm not a civil servant, which is just crazy. And I know that there's like a few instances that they can say yes, but mostly if you're not a civil servant, they're going to give you such a hard time, especially if it is something serious. They're going to give you such a hard time because they want to make money off of you buying the medication. That's just crazy. But anyway, that's all. See ya.